I think it's 1 goal conceded now in 6 games. That's some defensive record in a game where there were a couple of chances to make it 3.
Yeah, look, I thought it was the most unlikely 0-0 I've ever been involved in my life. Both teams played some really good football. Both turned up to win a game of football. Both key. I thought Carl was really, really quiet for probably the last 15 minutes. Their keeper had a few saves to make. I thought it was a really entertaining game, and it was an unlikely 0-0. I thought we got stretched a little bit towards the end of the game.
In the first half, Adam Jackson, an injury. Was it an injury or was it illness, I should say?
No, he's felt his calf. Look, it was a really difficult one because going into the Derby game, he felt his hamstring, and we had a huge chat around. We had a read about the risk and stuff of that, but he was desperate to play. We cleared him from the football. I'm going to use football because I don't want it to be a medical decision and a performance decision. He played and he was outstanding, and today was the same thing. He just felt his calf, but he trained yesterday. We don't take it easy. We put him through his pace and he had no reaction whatsoever, and unfortunately just felt it today. But huge credit to Adam for putting himself in that situation, because he's just desperate to do well for the team, and putting himself before everybody else is just another example of how selfless the group are.
And you made a slight sort of formation tweak with Danny coming on. Was that partly obviously attacking football, but also to get Danny maybe a bit on Joe Morrell as well?
Not quite. I mean, I hope I haven't killed you there. We could have moved Sean inside and brought Harry on. Sean's only played 1 game as left-sided centre-half this year, which was against Chippenham away, which didn't go great. I just felt I'm really big on square pegs and square holes, and I thought that would doing playing that shape is most likely that we wouldn't be too badly disrupted, if that makes sense. So that's why, although I changed the shape, I thought it would help the group more than if we kept the shape and moved a couple of bodies around.
Luke and Danny had chances, and obviously that was an amazing effort from Danny that nearly went in, would have been goal of the season. But do you feel also a little bit they would look like players that hadn't played regularly in starting games? Structurally
100%, so that's down. That's nothing to do with them. I thought they both played really well and had a huge impact in the game. Luke's rookie keeper probably should have scored in the first half. Danny was unlucky with a shot cannoned off the bar. Danny got himself in a brilliant position just at the end. I think it was midday or Jack crossed, and he was inches away from it. But I thought from a defensive point of view, it didn't quite connect in how he dealt with Morrell in there and that. So yeah, I would hope it would be better, but that's not their fault, by the way. That's just through a lack of them being involved in those walking practices.
Sean Rowan came off. Was that from the knock he got in the first half?
Honestly, I haven't asked him. I don't know. I just think there was a few distress signals going out. We've got a lot of belief in Harry as well, who's come in and has done great in training, has been lucky. So that was pretty straightforward. But I don't know. I'm pretty sure he's okay. I've seen the physio, and he said hello to me, so he didn't say he can have a word with you. So hopefully he's okay.
And you had obviously the new investors over here today. What do you think they'd have made of it all today?
It was quite funny actually, because if they'd have come to the Cambridge game, they'd never come back. And I'm assuming if they'd have watched today, they were like, oh, this is amazing, this is great. So it wasn't overly enjoyable as a coach, for obvious reasons. It was the last 25 minutes was a bit like basketball, but I've no doubts they would have really enjoyed the game, and a lot of that is down to the atmosphere in the ground, the full house, the fans turning out in the droves again, the continuing the support that they've given us all season, especially after the Derby game. So it's easy to talk about the football, but the atmosphere is created by the people that come and follow us every week. So again, another thank you to them for making it such a great day for everybody.
I think it's along with Newcastle and Burnley, still unbeaten at home.
Newcastle?
I think they're still unbeaten at home, aren't they? Newcastle,
I
think so. No?
Arsenal, I think.
Anyway, there's 2 other teams. Arsenal. There you go.
Okay, if you're going to
you can
ask
have Arsenal if you
be
like.
Prepared. Yeah, no, look, that's brilliant. We almost lost that at the end, but it's a great credit to the group that we're coming, by the time the next game comes around, we'll be near the very, very end of February, and we're still unbeaten at home. We've had a lot of clean sheets, and I don't think anybody can walk away from a game here this year where they felt they should have won. I think in every game the minimum we've deserved is a draw, and that was evident again. So I keep saying points are important, you know.
Mark, thank you.
Thank you very much.